Hello everyone, I am Surrender the Awesome, and I'm back, and I'm ready to look at some more r/OhNoConsequences. But before I get started, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and if I can't convince you, perhaps this picture of my kitten will convince you. And random fact about my cat society is that it is illegal to not do Thriller over any bridge there. And also before I get started, don't forget to check out my other channel, Surrender Reviews, where I do video game, movie, and show reviews, and I'll leave a link in the description down below. And without further ado, let's get into this. So this first post here says, am I the a-hole for keeping no contact with my sister after her husband, my ex, died? And OP here says, when I, 22 female, was 14, I started dating Jace, who was 15 at the time. We were together for 3 years. We had known each other for years, and I always had the biggest crush on him. My sister, who is now 22, knew. She was one of my best friends, and I thought we would know each other everything. But Lauren and Jace were cheating behind my back, and Lauren got pregnant. I didn't know at first, and was the first person that she told, and I supported her. It only broke after she told our parents, and they pushed to say who the father was, and she confessed. I broke up with Jace, who didn't care. He was done with me, and wanted Lauren anyway, while Lauren kept begging me to forgive her for hurting me and begging me to still be close to her. I refused, and when Lauren moved in with Jace, it was a huge relief to me. My parents attempted to force forgiveness on me. They took me to a church therapist, and they had a number of talks with me about Lauren being my sister for life, and Jace was just a high school boyfriend. All it did was push me away from my parents, and when I turned 18, I moved in with my grandma. I had very low contact with my parents, and no contact with Lauren and Jace. They got married just before the baby was born, and I ignored the invite. I ignored it when they had their first and second child. Lauren made several attempts to speak to me and apologize more, but I just ignored them. I told extended family that I was not going to change my mind. Some were quick to say that I was a silly child and I would regret throwing away my sister. Others said I was so young and we were both and hurting people's feelings when you're young happens, and why couldn't I just hate Jace and forgive Lauren? My grandma always said nobody was making it better by pushing. Yeah, I agree with the grandma here. People really just need to stop and maybe just accept that you're not really in the mood for forgiving. Anyways, OP here goes on to say, Grandma stood by me through all of this. When Lauren asked her to help pull off a surprise reunion so she could speak to me, Grandma turned her down. She told Lauren that she wasn't going to be coming to the house as long as I lived here, and she told her that she would not help her trick me or anything crazy like that. Some of the wider family, my parents included, are mad at Grandma, but she said that if Lauren can have her mistakes forgiven by everyone else and be allowed to feel what she wants to do, then I should be given the same grace. But it was argued that the difference was that I was ending a relationship for good, while Lauren made a single mistake. I mean, you have to understand that there's like only a whole Simpsons episode about this, and for cheating, that's kind of a lot of mistakes, and also that's kind of a lot of decisions that you have to make just, to pull it off. Anyways, OP here goes on to say, last month, Jace died suddenly. I don't know what happened exactly, but Grandma got a call about it. Then more calls came and asked me to finally move on and speak to Lauren and support her as a sister should. I didn't. I didn't go to the funeral, and neither did Grandma, actually. She said that even if she wanted to, she knew that the time would be spent trying to force her into forcing me to reconcile with Lauren, and the funeral is just not the place for that, so she's removing herself from that. I mean, in all honesty, the grandma here is the real MVP. She is not bowing down to the rest of the family no matter how much they are forcing her, so good on the grandma. Anyways, OP here goes on to say, Grandma has been getting a lot of crap from so many people in the family who think that I should let go of the no contact now that Jace is dead. Since I never answer to any family members who think that I need to forgive Lauren, they go through her. I hate that she deals with it, but she doesn't block them because she wants to see just how far they'll go with her. She said that they're helping her trim her will, which I find funny, and I love my grandma's sense of humor. I mean, again, Grandma is the real MVP here. Anyways, OP here goes on to say, but I feel awful that she's getting abuse from the rest of the family that they can't give me. It made me ask if I'm the a-hole for going no contact with Lauren, and if people outside of my family think I'm a monster. I have support of friends and some family. It's just, I know we really were young when this happened. I know that once Jace cheated with Lauren that he could really do it with anyone. So I know it's not like we would have lasted like I imagine. But Lauren doing it just makes it so much worse, because I loved and trusted her and was there for her. So she betrayed me and leaned on me when their cheating led to pregnancy. Ever since I found out, I wish she was never my sister. I couldn't imagine even being civil with her in the future, but I am aware that I might have people thinking I'm the a-hole, and not her, especially since now that Jace has died. So, am I the a-hole? Okay, for this one's gonna get a me approved out of 50. I like the grandma here. The grandma here very much gets a me approved. And for OP, no, you are not the a-hole. Your sister is actually the a-hole here, and yeah, there's a whole Simpsons episode about cheating, where Marge was actually about to cheat on Homer, but she ultimately doesn't go through with it. And yeah, it's more than just a small mistake. And I think with that, that's gonna do it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.